Ladies and gentlemen, the countdown is finally on. Exactly 24 days to the resumption of the Super Eagles CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoff. And Sportsfella presents to you all the news, analysis, background, contest, and camp news. Before I proceed with the details of the updates coming up, if you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to this video and this platform by liking the video and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature with engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do also leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. And no more, straightforward, let's get into the video and starts from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria and head coach Eric Sekuchel. He was appointed in January 2025 as the head coach of the Super Eagles to the poor start of the Eagles CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in order to turn the fortune of the team around. And God being so good, so far in 6 matches for the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup playoff, Eric Sekuchel with 4 victories and 2 draws. And on that note, he has picked up a slot for the Super Eagles to compete in the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoff scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of November 2025. The venues are yet to be communicated. We will apprise you with the details if they notify us. And this is a piece of good news per the reports coming in from the camp of Eric Sekuchel. According to the picture on your screens, we've seen our very own National Sports Commission chairman in the name of Sehu Diko, and the other guy in white is agent of Eric Sekuchel. His name is Ibrahim Sidibe. They met last night in Lagos to have some negotiation of how they can improve Eric Sekuchel's salary, same as bonus packages. This is a special reward for him to get peace of mind, to mastermind with all his coaching acumen ahead of the CAF playoff in Morocco. And this was being notified to us through one of the renowned journalists, Osasu Obayiwana, on his official Twitter page. Let's enjoy the exact post of his on our screens. I'll come back with more. These are the exact words of Osasu Obayiwana. Ahead of the FIFA World Cup Africa playoffs in Morocco, Nigeria's National Sports Commission chairman, Sehu Diko, met with Brahima Sidibe, the agents of Super Eagles coach Eric Chel, at Echo Hotels on Sunday night. A renegotiated bonus for Chel should he qualify the team for the FIFA World Cup 2026 through the playoffs will be agreed. The last post of his, Sehu Diko, the National Sports Commission chairman, with Brahima Sidibe, agents of Super Eagles head coach Eric Chel in Lagos on Sunday night. So I've already given you the vivid description of the post and how things are going so far with respect to Eric Sekuchel being rewarded by the Nigerian Football Federation, same as the Nigerian National Sports Commission, led by Mr. Sehu Diko. Let me take a digress from the camp of the Super Eagles to other FIFA tournaments. Yesterday, it was all enjoyable moments for Morocco because they've won the FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup in Chile. And this is the very second time an African country has picked up this trophy. The first one was through Ghana National Under-20 Boys, the Black Satellites, somewhere in 2009. And looking at some years up the line, there's the time another African country defeating Argentina by 2-0 has also picked up this trophy. And I think this is the very first time for Morocco in FIFA tournament title picking it this time around. Now, let me also move on to the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup scheduled to take place in Morocco. And yesterday, I was quite down just because of the performance of our Flamingos. But I know this is just the beginning of the journey, and going forward, they will come back stronger. Let's quickly go through, or let me run you through some of the results with respect to the African countries. Things are not going on well for them. So far, so good. I see only Ivory Coast dominating. But Zambia lost to Paraguay by 2-1. Nigeria, our very own Flamingos, lost to Canada by 4-1. Cameroon 3, Netherlands 4, Morocco 0, Brazil 3. Ivory Coast, so Cote d'Ivoire 1, South Korea 1. Other fixtures in their next matches: Japan versus Zambia, Nigeria versus France, Cameroon versus Korea Republic, and Morocco versus Italy. Ivory Coast versus Colombia, and Nigeria. Our next game is on the 22nd of October 2025. Exact time 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. Nigeria time, and 9 p.m. South Africa time. So these are the extensive details for our upcoming matches. But I know that definitely Africa, you will try as much as you can as you are hosting it for the very first time in Morocco. And there's a time they've upped the countries to 24, which is quite amazing. But we've not seen our dominance in a World Cup tournament at this moment. Now, let me also proceed from the camp of the Super Eagles. We are back. Let's talk about our preparation for our game against Gabon. I have all the fellas. And with respect to the fellas coming in, head coach Eric Sekuchel has finally sent out or submitted his program or his itinerary to the Nigerian Football Federation. The Nigerian Football Federation is having a glance of it. After that, they will send out letters to all the invited players. And the list of all the invited players, per the reports I know, later this month, around the ending part, 30th to 31st, they will come out with a squad list for us to know how things will be going with the team ahead of the playoff. And on this note, all the invited players by Eric Sekuchel are supposed to report to Morocco by 8th or 9th of November. So this time around, they'll be joining up their preparation very early before the game, like 4 to 5 days before the game against Gabon. That is where they are planning to get to know how they'll be acclimatized to the system and also execute the strategy in order to trample over that of Gabon and ahead of their final game against either Cameroon or DR Congo. So these are some of the fillers surrounding the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team, but I will apprise you with other updates that comes out from the team. Now, let me talk about Didier Drogba, one of the legends in Africa and a legend from Ivory Coast. He has spoken this time around with Sporty TV and he has shown his support to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Likelihood of what he said, he legged up that of Super Eagles and Chelsea Football Club. He said, no matter how you perform, what the fans or the Nigerian football community are expecting is to get the ultimate. They just won silver medal at the just ended AFCON tournament in Ivory Coast. From there, the team were supported by the fans, but a lot of criticism went through when we went through the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier, just because we weren't performing to the maximum satisfaction. Same as Chelsea, at the end of the EPL, if they are being placed second, their fans won't be happy. It's part of the game. Aside that, he's hoping that Nigeria will make it through the playoffs. That is talking of the CAF and the Intercontinental playoff, booking their ticket to USA, Canada, and Mexico because he's expecting Nigeria to be there. Aside that, any country that represents Africa in the World Cup, he's going to give his maximum support. Let's enjoy this moment with Didier Drogba, the legendary, on Sporty TV. I'll be back with shoutouts after this.
Those permutations just to see, even with blood pressure machines as well, when the games are on, what do you think, or what do you think we could do with Nigeria to get to where Nigeria used to be back in the days?
You know, if Nigeria had won the African Cup of Nations, we won't be even saying that.
But we didn't.
You know, yeah, but that's football. You know, it doesn't mean that your team is not good. They were in the final. You were supporting them like all the campaign, and then all of a sudden they lose, finish. They're so bad. They criticize from right to left.
But do you not think that
it's always like that in Africa? It's always like that. You finish second, it means it's like being in Chelsea finishing second in the Premier League. Like it doesn't count. That's the level of expectations because you have won before. You know, so I think the team is good. Look at you have Osimhen,
Lookman,
the last 2 Ballon d'Or. I mean, you have a team to perform.
Yeah, but we're not going to qualify.
You have opposition. What do you think? You think the other team, because it's Nigeria, they're going to sit like this?
But Nigeria is meant to be one of the biggest. I mean, we used to fight
again. The name and what's happening behind. The name is one thing. The most important is what's happening behind.
So you think there's no connection going on within?
I don't know. I'm not saying that.
Right. Okay.
I'm not saying that at all. I mean, if they haven't won, they will find ways to solve their problems. I don't know if they have problems. I think they are a strong team, and I mean, would be nice if they qualify, because to have Nigeria in the World Cup is very important for Africa. But if they don't qualify, the team who has won will be representing us and will be proud to support.
This is where I will end this updates. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters under my previous post. Jiva Comedy, I do appreciate your support. Kivu, I do appreciate your support. Aminu Sanimu, I do appreciate your support. And Obina, I do appreciate your support. I do appreciate the support of CK Tony. Smarts, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Donai's word. Okay, the nice word, I don't know whether the pronunciation is okay, but I do appreciate your support. David Kane, I do appreciate your support. Alexander, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Oluwa Sesanoki, I do appreciate your support. Kelvin Okoye, I do appreciate your support. Marufa Bola, I do appreciate your support. Godwin, I do appreciate your support. Dixon Ola, I do appreciate your support. To all the commenters under my previous videos, I do appreciate the support. And also to every cherished viewer on this platform, God richly bless you all. Until you meet again on this platform, it's still Go Nigeria, Go Super Eagles. Bye-bye.